Hey guys, I'm Dimension Jump and today we're doing the top 5 suits from Spider-Man Miles Morales. Now, like in Spider-Man 2018 and I think in other games that have Spider-Man in it, you can use or play in different suits, whether it's the first suit that you get in the game, a modified suit which is a better version than the original one that you get, and other suits that are a reference to the comics and various other Spider-Man related media. And for this let's be going over some of the suits that I find fun to like play around in and just overall I find interesting in Spider-Man Miles Morales. Now for number 5 is the Crimson Cowl suit. Now this suit is like an orangey reddish kind of suit, and it's basically sort of like this suit that has like a sort of like hood over it, and this is quite interesting too because like it looks like a sort of like a fun suit to wear, and also I kind of like the way it looks because like again with the whole hood thing, I do like how with the hood it's got this sort of like nice shit, like I think it's a triangle like around the top part of the hood, and I think it's a nice, I think it's a good way of just I think when you're swinging through New York, and I think it's a nice just to look at and stuff like that, and I think it's a really fun interesting suit, and I think I do like the whole colour scheme because it's sort of like a reddish greeny, no not green, an orange red kind of colour, and I think that what makes the suit really cool and interesting. For number 4 is the Bodega suit. Now the Bodega suit is basically Miles Morales, I think, in a hoodie, and he gets a backpack, but this backpack has a cat with its own Spider-Man mask in it on it, and I think this is a really cool and fun and interesting looking suit because of the way that it's played in battle. Because if I remember, when you're fighting against bad guys, the cat in the bag will sometimes attack the enemies, and I think it's when you're doing like venom shock stuff, like I think when you're doing like a finisher attack on enemies, and I think that's when the cat attacks the enemies, and I think that's a really cool way of using the cat, instead of just it being a part of the suit. And I do like how it stays in the bag even when you're web swinging. I think it's a really, like, I wish more suits had, there were more suits that had something similar to this. Like, let's say Peter had like, I don't know, something similar but not like a cat, maybe like a lizard or something. I'm not too sure, but I think that's it. I think it probably suits more Morales than it probably does Peter. For number 3 is the 2099 suit. Now with this suit, I think this is a better version of the other Spider-Man 2099 suit, because if you've put up the 2099 suit and the Miles Morales 2099 suit, I kind of prefer the Miles Morales one because of the way it's. I think the 2099 suit is for Miles is a better version of a futuristic kind of suit, and I do like how if you look at, I think, both the Spider-Man logo and the lenses, you can kind of see this sort of like glow mist thing to them, and I think that's a really cool version of a futuristic type suit than just a blue-red kind of colour just like meshed together. And that is like a nice colour combination of these original 2099 suit, but I do kind of prefer the 2099 suit because of how I think it uses a bit more colour and a bit more various things to it. I think it's a really cool, interesting suit. For number 2 is the track suit, and originally this was my favourite suit until the number 1 suit came along, and I'll get to that in a bit. But what I like about the track suit is mainly the colour scheme, because it's basically white, red and black. So like you got like the white bit on a white mainly around the suit, and then you've got like, you know, the black on on the mask and some parts around the other body, and then you've got the red on the spider symbol. And this is a very fun and interesting suit. It's a suit, I think it's a suit that's like really stands out amongst the rest in terms of how it looks, how it can be seen through the game. And I think it's just like, when I first saw it, I thought this is gonna be my suit for like, you know, a good portion of the game until the number 1 suit came along. But I really do like the way the suit is used, and I just like it's just a really fun. I think it's just a really fun suit just to play about in, and I think it's a really cool and interesting suit. And for number 1 is the 2020 suit. Now, what I like about the 2020 suit is that it kind of reminds me of Daft Punk, in terms of like, with Daft Punk they have like the whole robot helmet suit kind of thing, and that kind of reminds me of when you look at the 2020 suit, it's got that sort of Daft Punk sort of design into it, and I think it's a really cool suit because like it's just fun. Like, I think it really suits the whole thing, and I think it's a really cool suit to wear for most of the game, because I think it's just like a nice suit, like just like while swinging about, while fighting enemies. And I do like for the mask, you've got like this sort of like computer-esque mask, like with the eyes, and you've got these kind of headphone type areas around the ears, and I think that's a really cool. I think that's a really cool feature. I think that's like why I like the suit. It's like it's sort of like the with the eyes, and I do like also the spider symbol as well. That's a really nice. I think that's a really cool version of the spider symbol, and I do like how I think when there's a loading screen, when it's giving you hints, I do like how the eyes sometimes like, and the spider symbol sort of like glitch out sometimes, like, because I think it's like maybe probably a suit design, maybe like that's how the suit works sometimes, and I think that's a really cool way of the suit being used, and I think overall it's just a very cool future-y type suit, and I think it's a really cool, fun suit to play around in. So that's been my top 5 favourite suits from Spider-Man Miles Morales. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.